In this make-or-break month for healthcare, we're not letting the claims and accusations of either side go unanswered. And this week, all the talk seems to be about whether Washington wants to send dear old grandma to an early grave.
There's some fear because in the House bill, there's counseling for end of life. From that standpoint, you have every right to fear. We should not have a government program that determines you're going to pull the plug on grandma.
Former Alaska Governor Palin, who calls these panels that are essentially going to be dispensing care or deciding it, death panels, that sort of thing. Is that proper? Is that right?
Well, I think it's proper because it's within the context of what people are seeing in some of the legislation that's floating around out there. When you're talking about panels that are going to be imposed, that will be making life and death decisions.
The intention of the members of Congress was to give people more information so that they could handle issues of end-of-life care when they're ready on their own terms. It wasn't forcing anybody to do anything.
Here again tonight to help us fact-check some of what we're hearing is Bill Adair. He's the editor of PolitiFact.com, which earned a Pulitzer Prize for its investigation of hundreds of political claims during the 2008 campaign. Bill, it's great to see you tonight. You heard the president's response to this idea of death panels. Sarah Palin has a new posting on her Facebook page where she claims it's the president who's wrong. Here's what she says. With all due respect, it's misleading for the president to describe this section as an entirely voluntary provision that simply increases the information offered to Medicare recipients. So what does the truth-o-meter say about all this, Bill? Is the former governor correct or is she incorrect?
She is incorrect. We gave that a false on our truth-o-meter on PolitiFact.com. Really, when you look at the bill, when you look at the language, it is voluntary. There's nothing in the bill that says that it's mandatory. There's nothing that backs up this claim. Now, Palin makes the point, well, perhaps seniors could feel pressured to take this care, and perhaps that's possible. But as the language is written now, as we've discussed it with experts, it's just not true to say that it's not voluntary. It is voluntary. It's an optional thing. So she gets a false on our truth-o-meter.
False on the mandatory death panel. All right, Bill, cleared that one up.